So, hey everyone, I hope you're all doing good and staying safe. So, in today's class, what we are going to see is we are going to see as to how to install the AWS CLI on Windows because I have been mostly recording this entire course on a MacBook. So, this is for all Windows users so that you guys also can get an idea as to how to start working with the AWS CLI and how to execute certain AWS CLI commands if you're using a Windows laptop. So to get started, we will have to go ahead and install the AWS CLI. So we'll have to download the AWS CLI and then we'll have to install it. It's an executable file. It's very easy to install. And then I'll show you as to how to configure the AWS CLI with your respective AWS account using an access key ID and a secret access key. And then we will wrap up with this session. Okay. So let's get started. So first open up any browser that you're familiar with. So I'm really good with Google Chrome. So open up Google Chrome and just go to Google and just start typing AWS CLI download. And you can see over here automatically it's going to show you the first link which states that installing the AWS CLI version 2 on Windows. Click on that. It's going to take you to the download page. So you can see that you can also use the older version, but then we are going to use the newer version this time. And we are going to use the MSI installer because it's the most easiest way for us to install the AWS CLI. So let's go ahead and click on the first link on the page over here to download the AWS CLI MSI installer for 64-bit for Windows operating system. So let's click on that. So it's going to download the file. I'm using Hathaway Internet pretty fast. So let's just wait and see until this file is finished and validated. Click on the file to open it. It takes you to this interface wherein it's going to ask you to just click on next 3 to 4 times. And we are all familiar with doing installations in this way. Click on next. Click on I accept the terms in the license agreement. Click on next. Click on next. Click on install. And it's going to ask you for a confirmation. Click on yes. And once it has installed, the best way to check whether it has installed properly or not is to open your command prompt and start typing AWS -- version. So now you can see that it has finished installation. So you can click on finish. And let's open up the command prompt. And let's start typing AWS -- version. And you should be able to see the AWS CLI version. Brilliant. So we have the AWS CLI version and we are using Python 3.7.7. So now the next step would be to configure this AWS CLI in such a way that you can link it to an AWS account. And the way that you would do that is by using an access key ID and a secret access key. So let's log into our AWS account. So I'm going to click on a new tab and start typing aws.com. You can also type aws.amazon.com. Either one works. Click on my account over here or just move your mouse over or hover it over my account and click on AWS Management Console. It's going to take you to the sign in page. Log into your AWS account. So I'm going to log into my AWS account as a root user. So once you have logged into the AWS account, the first step that we are going to do is go to IAM and create a brand new user. So you can find IAM under security, identity and compliance. Click on IAM. So once you click on IAM, you'll land up in this page. So let's go ahead and create a new user. So let's click on users on the left side. Let's click on add new user. You guys should be familiar doing this from the IAM lab. So let's create this user as CLI user and let's give him only programmatic access so that he has only an access key ID and a secret access key in order to access this AWS account and execute any CLI commands. So let's click on next permissions. See, we are not going to add the user to the group. We are going to directly attach existing policies and we are just going to attach the S3 full access policy so that we can just check whether we have access to S3. So we're going to attach this S3 full access policy to this user. Click on next tags, review, create user. And once you create the user, you will only have an access key ID and secret access key. One thing to note is you will see the screen only once. So ensure that you download the CSV file. But for right now, I'm pretty much fine that you guys are able to see my access key ID and secret access key. But later I'm just going to go ahead and inactive this secret access key so that no one else can use it. Okay. So let me copy this access key ID. Let me go back to my terminal and let me say AWS configure. And when I say AWS configure, automatically it's going to ask me for my access key ID. Let me paste it. Let me copy the secret access key, which it's asking next. Let me paste that too. Now it's going to ask you for the default region. Let's type US-East-1 as the region for Northern Virginia. And the default output format is going to be JSON. So now your AWS CLI is configured properly. So now this user particularly has access to S3. And before checking that, let's first check as to where our access key ID, secret access key is being stored on our machine. So it's going to be stored in a file. Okay, so I'm pretty much familiar with MacBook. That's the reason why I typed the cat command. But let's go ahead and open up the .aws directory. So let's say dir. So we should be able to see that there is a .aws directory over here. So let's go into that directory, cd.aws, and you'll be able to see two files over here. The first file is config and the second file is credentials. So your access key ID and secret access key will be within the credentials file, and your region as well as your default output format, which is JSON, is going to be stored within the config file. Okay, so let's clear the screen. So let's now start typing an AWS CLI command in order to just check whether we have access to S3. The best way to check that is just by typing AWS S3 ls. And when you type enter, you should be able to see the list of all the buckets. Brilliant. We are able to see the list of all of the buckets. So that means the AWS CLI is configured. We are ready to get started with any kind of CLI commands that we are going to do in the course. So I hope this was insightful for you guys. So before doing anything more, let's go ahead and click on close, go to that user, click on the security credentials and deactivate the secret access key so that no one else can use it. So anyone who has seen this video recording right now, you guys can't use this secret access key and access key ID because I have made it inactive. It's a really good best practice. Don't ever share your access key ID and secret access key to anyone. Don't put it onto a public repository. Okay. So thanks a lot guys for attending this session. It's a pretty small one, but I hope you got an idea as to how to install the AWS CLI and configure it for your AWS account. So I'll also have one more video lecture in terms of the Windows users in order to log into an EC2 instance, and that's coming up next. So thank you guys and have a great day and stay safe.